Hi Gemini, here's a general look at your solar chart for March 2011. Now, this is the time of the year when you are taking your responsibilities a little bit more seriously, maybe feeling a bit scrutinized, and that it's important that you come up to a certain standard, you present yourself correctly in the eyes maybe of so-called important people. Professionally, it might mean presenting yourself as more competent or reputable, or capable in some way, or maybe something that you represent, something you've been working on, you want to present that in the best possible way, making it as attractive as possible. In your personal life, it may mean that you want to show that you're reliable, that you're consistent, that you want to bring in some structure there, you want to show some authority and maybe guidance. Either way, you'll be more aware of this feeling that it's important to come across well, or that you have to be more consistent and patient. Some of you could be having more contact with a parent or guardian figure at this time as well. Also bosses, potential ones or actual ones, or others in authority, bureaucratic people, having to do with red tape, maybe more correspondence and paperwork related to that kind of thing. And that should be, discussions as well, should be up until the 10th. And from the 10th onwards, communications with friends or acquaintances are going to increase, group efforts, teamwork, good time for you to be a bit on your toes, but also learn something techno or unconventional, play around with those sorts of ideas, anything which is progressive, innovative, and could help you further a long-cherished ambition, something you've been waiting to do for a long, long time, something that you were wanting to discover and understand for a long time. So it's a good time for you, Gemini, to put your inquisitive, creative mind to work, or enjoy, socially stimulating situations. But as a matter of fact, on the 9th and the 10th, your nerves could be a bit frazzled. Maybe there's some sort of intakes of breath every now and again. But as I say, it's likely you're likely to feel inspired by what you're discovering, so steady as you go there. Now, until the 27th, Venus is in an expansive area, encouraging you to get away, take a break. It's about broadening the horizons. It's about, different territories. And so if you can, take a trip. That can expand your mind and broaden your horizons. Or maybe you are connecting more with somebody at a distance there. On the 20th from the 20th to the 22nd, socializing could provide surprising or inspirational moments. Once again, you may be a little bit on the edge of your seat there, but you're learning unusual new things which may trigger fresh lines of thinking. Now, Saturn, very different energy, continues to transit Libra, and in this Saturn cycle you are learning how to concentrate your energy into building new routines, into activities that you find empowering, fun, self-expressive, or with people that you really like to be with. So that can be partners, lovers, children, animals, because that sort of energy of relaxation on the one hand, but also a fun energy, but it's also very creative energy. So Saturn here is demanding really that you be patient as things slowly come together. You've got to be persevering related to those things. Anything that you would consider to be a hobby or a leisure pursuit, pastime, things you enjoy doing, maybe feeling a bit blocked and delayed there, getting a bit frustrated with that. Also around, maybe a romantic connection that you have, or children, or people who do not have the empowerment, and so you'd like to help them to gain that. So there may be challenges related to any of these aspects here. And you, with Saturn in that area there, have to accept that you've just got to take the long view, have a caring, persistent, persevering, disciplined approach to bring, to allow this thing to blossom. So if you're involved in any kind of, or you wanted to get involved in any kind of a pursuit which you would find enjoyable and empowering, you've got to work quite hard to get that, to get the foundations in place to be able to do that. Those of you involved in the arts, you may be working very hard at something there, and feeling as though, the thing is going more slowly than you'd like. Also, any of you involved in promotional or performance type activities, you should understand again that this consistent, self-disciplined approach, it will bring success in the long run. Nothing will happen quickly under Saturn because Saturn rules time. So the work that you put in now, the plugging away that you do now, you will be glad you did down the line when it all has come together, which Saturn loves to build. So in fact, the thing will come together. On March the 12th, there's quite an important celestial event happening then. Uranus goes into Aries, and that is going to shift the balance of the whole of your solar chart. Been in Pisces for around about 7 years, will be in Aries for 7 years, takes 84 years to go around the wheel. So it's never going to come back into this area again. This is, got this sort of very sociable feel, but it looks as though it's about, Uranus is about change, so it looks as though you're going to have a change in your social circle, and with friendships as well, making new friends, and hanging out with a very different group of people, as and when, the energy of Uranus impacts important points in your natal chart. But in general, this is the spirit of Uranus. It's bringing in a breath of fresh air, clearing out the clutter of the past related to your social network, but also giving you a sudden impetus to be able to get into groundbreaking, unusual, unconventional, alternative, techno-type area as well. And it could be inspiring because it will help you to think along very interesting and unusual new lines. Uranus rules electricity. So anything that runs with the use of electrical power. So some of you might be getting interested in other ways of producing electrical power, like solar panels or wind turbines or water turbines, that kind of thing, or crystals. Although I don't know that they've discovered that one yet. So yes, things that are very much on the leading edge, and it could be that you're using a new method of thinking as well. So anything which is innovative, and you'll be discovering new approaches which are not mainstream, and could put you ahead of the rest, Gemini. And you Geminians born in the first couple of days are going to feel this vibration most strongly over March. Jupiter is also in the same area, changing the balance in your social circle, the past being cleared away, you expanding your social circle over the months that Jupiter's in there. And over this period you can make progress with fresh interests, new friendships, maybe a group of those with a specialized interest in common. Maybe you're all sitting down together somewhere and learning things together. Maybe you are the teacher yourself. This is an area where there's flow, a really good flow. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, and to a degree good fortune, can help you grow and expand your knowledge base, with this kind of group dynamic very much at the center of this. So your social agenda, whether it's for work or play, is likely to be bulging at the seams at times. And you've got to be careful also not to overestimate or underestimate another's capability or intention or integrity, I guess. So new associations, they could prove very, very beneficial, and could get you into, as I say, these rather sort of alternative or learning new technology anyway. So really your mind is going to be very, very open, and with your mind that open, remember to keep both feet on the ground. So new association is going to be pivotal to you suddenly being able to move forwards with a project, maybe a long cherished goal in March, and in some way foreign connections or travel or higher education could be connected to this sense of you're making progress, Gemini. And also networking is going to be very favorably highlighted, and putting yourself or what you believe in or what you represent out there in a very different, very interesting kind of way. So if you've been if a plan or project's been dragging its feet, then maybe it's now time for you to kind of get the knowledge under your belt, and which is necessary for you to be able to upgrade that thing and put it out, just give it that sort of interesting freshness, that edge, yes, whatever that might mean for you. Some of you, as I say, might be getting interested in sustainable energies. So from the 21st, socializing for work or play is going to have the volume turned right up on it. Well, that's it for March. If you know your rising sign, listen to that too. It'll throw another light on what I've said here. And I'll see you the next time.